Hello, Aries. Welcome to your August general reading. I want to thank you guys for your continued support of my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've had some few technical difficulties in the past, but I finally got a new camera and everything is kind of working out now. So thank you guys for being patient. Thank you for being supportive of me. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, alright? Thank you, I really appreciate your support. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at your reading here. I've already cut a couple of cards here for you guys, and I know I've gotten this in the past for you before, and I'm looking at it again. It says the Knight of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Whatever you, careful, whatever you're going into, whatever you're diving into now, be careful, okay? Make sure it's what you want to dive into. Anytime you want to make a decision, make sure that you want to do it, okay? Think about your decisions before charging in, okay? Never charge in blindly, because the Knight of Wands has a tendency to charge in very fast and very swiftly, but sometimes it can be very reckless. So just watch your decision making coming up, alright? And careful what you're charging into. Just think your decisions thoroughly, okay? You have the Page of Cups here. There's something new being offered to you. It could be a new love relationship or something new on the emotional front is going to be starting for you. Alright? Again, with anything new, make sure it's what you want to dive into, okay? Could be somebody offering love to you, or you could be offering something to somebody. Alright? Again, this is a time where you want to think through your decisions, okay? Don't just charge in, because you could charge into a bad decision, alright? Think it thoroughly. I always say, if it feels right, do it. If it does not feel right, then take a step back and find out why it doesn't feel right. Alright, let's see what else. Oh, there we go. This is you. You're represented by the King of Wands here. You're full of passion. You're full of creative ideas. There's a lot of powerful energy around your sign right now, so you've got a lot of passion, you got a lot of brilliant, I feel like you've got like a lot of brilliant ideas burning in your head right now that you want to accomplish here, and you have the Three of Pentacles here, but it came out in the reverse. Here's the thing, make sure on a work front, make sure you're appreciated, okay? Alright, make sure people appreciate your work, alright? Surround yourself with people who appreciate you and appreciate your work, okay? Three of Pentacles and the upright means people are appreciating your work and they're coming to you. Be careful of not being used, okay? Alright, just, yeah, be careful, alright? You know you do great work, and you know you do a great job with everything. Just make sure you're being appreciated. Whatever is being offered to you, make sure you're going to be appreciated throughout this process. And someone on the financial front too, make sure they're appreciating you, alright? If they don't appreciate you, then you don't need it, alright? You know you need to be appreciated, alright? No matter what you're doing, so make sure they're appreciating your work. And they're respecting you, alright? You have a lot of respect for yourself, alright? And always stand up for yourself too, alright? Don't let anyone treat you any less or talk down to you. Like I said, you know you're good, you know your stuff is good, so you don't need anyone to tell you anything differently. Alright, let's see what else we can get for this reading here. And always know that there's an ocean of opportunities here. You don't always have to take the first opportunity coming to you or charge into it. There's always more opportunities going to come by. If you don't feel right with an opportunity coming at you, then it's okay to pass it up, because there will be other opportunities, okay? Like I said, this could be a time where you're just carefully thinking about your decisions here. Life is a bit of a balance for you right now. You got the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing a lot of things right now. I feel like it's work, love, career. You're kind of trying to get everything in balance right now. And when you're in balance, you will make right decisions, okay? If you're off balance, that's when you get into trouble. All right, well, I always say this: when you're balanced, you make great decisions, okay? Because you've got a sense of balance around you. Yeah, and I sense that you don't want to be tied down either. You got the Eight of Swords energy here, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Wands here. You've got the real good potential here to have something very good and solid here, all right? There's a very good potential here for having something good and solid. Just be careful about your thoughts, all right? Don't get trapped in your thoughts. There's a lot. You have a lot going on around your sign right now. Basically, the overall energies here is just to make, like I said, make sure the decisions that you want, make sure it's the right decision for you. And I can't stress that enough. Make sure it's the right decision for you. If it's a new relationship or you're going into a relationship, make sure this person appreciates you. Make sure they respect you. Make sure they'll bring you this, your total happy and total contentment. Make sure your partner or your person who you're with makes you happy and brings you total contentment, all right? So think about your decisions, okay? If you're not sure about it, then take a step back to think about it. You deserve love and you deserve everything good that happens to you, okay? Just make sure make sure that people around you are appreciating it and noticing it, okay? And like I said, it's gonna be you're gonna have a lot going on, so there could be a tendency to overthink things too, okay? And never be afraid to reach out for help either, because there's always somebody there to give you some good advice. Here you go. You will get there, though. The Ten of Cups happiness. You know what brings you happy, and you know what makes you happy. Go after it, Aries. You know what brings you happiness. You know this is where you want to wind up. You want to wind up here, okay? So make those decisions that'll get you here, okay? This is where you want to wind up. So make those decisions that'll get you there. And have a good support system around you and a support group who really appreciate you, who see your value or your self-worth. And like I said, just be careful about decisions. Make sure you think them through before you jump into any decisions that you're going to make this month, okay? And remember, we're in a retrograde energy too, so remember that too. So always make decisions after the retrograde energy. Take some time out to explore your feelings and to explore your thoughts here. Alright, but like I said, do what feels right for you. You know what? Bring your happiness, alright? Surround yourself with people who make you happy, alright? And any decisions that are coming up for you, just think them through. Don't charge into them. Just think them through and make sure it's the right decision for you. Alright? It's going to be, we're coming into a time where you just want to make careful decisions, not rush decisions, alright? Like I said, make decisions that make you wind up here. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups here. Alright, so now I'm going to take a few, now remember, you've gotten a similar reading like this before too, so it's definitely speaking volumes now. Now you got the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards here. I'm going to take a few Oracle cards out and see what we got for this reading. Oh, look at that right away. Alright, acceptance. Here you go. Acceptance. Perseverance. You Aries are a very strong sign. You persevere, alright? You've accepted that, I know, it hasn't been an easy road, but you know what? But you'll understand. Sometimes it's hard, when you're going through a tough time, it's hard to see why you're going through it. But I feel like you'll understand why you went through it. And you got the Perseverance card, so keep pushing forward here. Service, whether, you know, maybe people are seeking you out for your services, or maybe you're seeking somebody out for services or advice or help, and don't be afraid to. Here you go, a renewal of energy is coming in for you, Aries here, so renewal here. Oh, and a soulmate, or a love relationship, or a soulmate relationship's coming in for you, Aries here. Very good. good, really good. So somebody's coming in, maybe offering you a renewal of energy. Yeah. Or maybe somebody's offering you a service where, it'll just renew your energy. Maybe some of you need that. You need somebody to help you maybe heal your energy, or maybe just have that sense of renewal or help or guidance. Some of you will be seeking out some help or guidance. Sometimes we need help along the way or advice along the way about decisions that we're going through in life. Be open to accepting help also, all right? You know what? In order to persevere, sometimes we have to reach out for help. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, okay? All right, especially if you have decisions that are on your plate and you're not sure what to do. Don't be afraid to ask for help. All right? There's no shame in ever asking for help. Now I'm going to take a few love and romance cards out for you and see what else we got here. All right, what do Aries need to see for their love lives in the month of August? Oh, here we go. Some of you may have gone on a retreat or will be going on. Maybe you're just taking some time out to be by yourself, taking time out to think, taking some time out for yourself, all right? Aries, it's safe for you to love. There you go. Ooh, pay attention to red flags and heart-to-heart conversation, okay? And you got trust here. All right, like I said, about decisions. Be sure about the decisions you're going to be making, okay? Even when it comes to love or relationship, if you need to take time out to think about something, all right, or think about a new relationship here, or think about, is this relationship right for me? Is it not right for me? Take the time out to think. And if you need to seek help or seek, other person's advice, go do so. Like I said, you don't want to charge into a mistake, all right? If you're not sure, or if you feel like you have some questions about it, be sure you reach out for help. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you feel helpless, okay? There's no shame in asking for help, and I feel like some of you will. All right, so, and have a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. Like I said, it's always be open and honest in a relationship, and always have that heart-to-heart conversation here. Don't keep things to yourself. If you're going through a situation, love, a relationship where you feel like you need to express yourself, or you need to have a talk with your partner about the situation that you guys are in, then open up those line of communications. The communication is going to be very important for you too, Aries, to communicate everything that's going on. So don't hold anything back. Be sure you're opening up and communicating and letting people know. Don't hold it in, otherwise it's going to make it worse for you, all right? So keep that lines of communication open up, whether you're in your relationship and just in your regular life here. All right, and if you need to talk about something, then do so, all right? So definitely a very interesting reading you have. It's been very similar for the ones you've had in the past too, I remember. But all right, Aries, there's your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Any questions or comments, you could leave it in the description box, or you can email me with any questions or comments you have about the reading. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I'm finally getting over my technical difficulties, so thank you for staying with me. And if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading or about what's going on in your life or whatever, I have the information in the description box, and you can look me up for a personal private reading. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next month.